I'm in Washington Square Park, right in the slap bang in New York, and this is a Bernie Sanders rally. And this is part of a phenomenon across the Western world. Discontent going one of two different ways. In a kind of hopeful, optimistic, build a society in the interest of the majority, or in the kind of general direction of xenophobia, blame Muslims, immigrants, X, Y, and Z for all the problems of society. Donald Trump, if you will. Now, a disclaimer, I am not pretending to be a neutral observer, an objective observer, whatever the hell that is. I want to see what it's all about, what people think, why they're here, why they're feeling the burn. Are you feeling the burn?
Yeah, I gotta say I am. I remembered something that my mom told me, which is you gotta shoot to be a president just to become a police officer. And you gotta shoot for the stars just to accomplish half of what you want to do, and that's what Bernie's trying to do.
He's always consistent. He doesn't like waffle back and forth between like trying to get people's votes and then saying one thing and then doing another after.
It's Vampire Weekend. You can see this, it's got this big youthful vibe. It's tapping into this energy, the Bernie campaign, this kind of very youthful energy. It's odd to imagine, isn't it? A septuagenarian, Jewish, self-described socialist from Vermont, hacking out a park here, right in the middle of New York, with these really popular bands blasting out tunes. It feels more like a rock concert than a political rally. He's in his 70s.
Yeah, I know, right?
And he's become this icon of young people.
I know, right? It's
How?
the weirdest thing.
How? Why so many young people inspired by him and not Hillary?
I think a lot of it's character, man. It's charisma, and that's not something that you can teach. It's not something that you can learn. It's just you got it or you don't. He's got it.
I mean, we see somebody that has values and morals and he's standing by them, and we're tired of seeing people in politics who are bought by companies.
I'm like a young person with a disability, and so I'm always worried about like once I get off my parents' health insurance, how I'm gonna survive, and it's like finally feasible that I can get my health paid for, which is crazy that it's just now 2016. We're just now coming up with that idea.
We, of course, as the youngest people who are able to vote, have the largest stake in the outcome of this election. We need somebody who's not just going to be worried about what's going to get them reelected in 4 years, but somebody who's going to worry about how our children, how our grandchildren, their children are going to be able to survive and flourish in the United States.
Why do you think, as an older American, so many younger Americans have been so inspired by this?
I think the younger generation is facing more difficult economic times than my generation. It used to be you could get a college degree and you were set. Now you get a college degree, you're $40,000, $50,000 in debt, and it's difficult to get a job.
One of the things I'm picking up is, firstly, people really value the sense of authenticity. They think he's honest and genuine. Secondly, they're kind of fed up with the system. They think it's broken. They don't think it works for people like them or people they know. And thirdly, that word, the S word, dun, socialism, is losing its sting. Socialism. What does that mean to you?
Socialism is the idea of trying to help everybody. So it's not this evil that a lot of Americans would like you to believe.
Socialism is all the awesome programs that we have, from the fire department to any kind of benefits that help.
Fairness, equity, equality, opportunity.
Now, you've got to remember that New York really is Hillary Clinton heartland. She was a senator here. She regards this as her home turf. And according to the polls, Sanders, it looks unlikely he could win here in New York. But the gap that exists between him and Hillary Clinton is much smaller than it was when a year ago he's an absolute write-off. He wasn't even close to Hillary Clinton. Would you vote for Clinton if Trump or Cruz, even if they were the nominee?
I will not vote for Clinton.
Wow. Hillary Clinton, at the moment, has done better at winning over African Americans. Why is that, do you think? Why isn't Bernie done, even though he's closed the gap a bit?
Because I think African Americans know more of Hillary Clinton, and they really Bernie Sanders is kind of new to them, I believe. But I guess once they hear what he has to say, I think a lot of them will
Bernie Sanders is speaking the truth. No other politician in this country actually tells the truth, and the truth is a powerful thing. And when people hear the truth, they know it, and they're inspired by it.
Do you think things are changing, and Bernie Sanders shows that the attitude is changing? Wow, there's a lot of enthusiasm here. I mean, who would have thought it? Here in America, you've got these massively popular politicians talking about a political revolution. America hasn't seen something like this for a very, very long time. And you can see he's tapped into something, which is frustration and anger. But this is an optimistic, feel-good atmosphere.
That real change never occurs from the top on down. It is always from the bottom on up.
If he doesn't make it, what happens to this movement?
I think the movement will carry on. I think this is the time, like they say, it's the time.
So everything's changed?
Yeah, I think the time is now, right?
These issues that, again, were considered radical or out of the mainstream until now are considered feasible, things that we can talk about, things that we can make happen.
He's changed American politics.
Forever, this is it. American politics changes forever now.
Yes.
Look at all these people. I mean, he is inspired. He's inspiring people toward a political revolution, and his campaign is already thinking about that. But you know what? It's not going to happen because he is going to win the White House. We are going to go there. We're going to get him there.
People here are convinced that whatever happens in the nomination race, this doesn't end. If anything, it begins. And this is a movement that is here to stay. And American politics has changed.
I think we've got a surprise for the establishment.